Welcome to the John and Heidi Show podcast.
John and Heidi.
Here's John and Heidi.
Today is a special day, Heidi. Do you know what today is?
Today, John.
I thought you'd never ask. It is. Well, let's do the whole darn weekend. Saturday, September the 18th is the Air Force birthday. Happy birthday, and thank you for your service.
Absolutely.
National Cheeseburger Day. I think I'll celebrate that. National Dance Day. National Gymnastics Day. Boys and Girls Club Day for kids. Puppy Mill Awareness Day. Responsible Dog Ownership Day. National Cleanup Day. And National HIV and National HIV, AIDS, and Aging Awareness Day. All of those things happening. Sunday, National Butterscotch Pudding Day. Wife Appreciation Day, which
every
I always
day
appreciate
should be
my
Wife Appreciation Day.
And Talk Like a Pirate Day.
I never
Are you going to
understood
do that,
this.
Heidi?
No, I can tell you without a doubt, no, I will
I remember
not.
every year when I do that, she gets all upset. I don't know why. It makes her mad. I have a guest joining me this weekend as well. He's a model and an actor, Joshua Christian Azali. Going to learn more about him coming up.
Addiction. It's not a pretty thing. Addiction can lead to many problems in your life. Addiction can drive away those who love you the most. And addiction can lead to the loss of jobs, relationships, and even your life. Don't let addiction tear your life apart anymore. Get the help you need to defeat addiction and put the pieces back together in your life. Learn more at timeforrehab.com. They want to help. Timeforrehab.com. That's timeforrehab.com.
Now, surveys and studies and such brought to you by BetterCreditCards.com. I got several bizarre things here today. Which did more people choose in these silly national survey questions? Ready, Heidi?
Yes.
What if your lifespan could be increased by 50 healthy years, but you have to step on a Lego brick at least a couple of times every single day for the rest of your life? Would you do that? 50 extra years?
50 years? First of all, who wants to live 50 extra years?
52% said, no way, Jose. I don't want to step on a Lego twice a day.
I just don't want to live an extra 50 years.
What if there was always a new $100 bill in your pocket, but every time you took one out, a human died on the other side of the planet?
Oh.
64% said no to that. What if you could live forever, but you could never talk to anyone ever again?
Oh my God. Done.
Wow.
No, I don't want to live forever.
Only 19% said yes to that, by the way. And what if your dream job came true, but your salary was paid in chocolate bars?
Ooh, done.
That was my dream job. All right, 68% said no way to that. That is surveys and studies and such, brought to you by BetterCreditCards.com.
Do you have a credit card? We'd like to help you get a better credit card. If you don't have any credit cards, we'd like to help you too. At BetterCreditCards.com, we have credit cards that offer different things for different people. Some cards offer points. Some cards are designed to help you build your credit. BetterCreditCards.com wants to help you get a better credit card, no matter what you're looking for. See if we can help you find a better credit card at BetterCreditCards.com. That's BetterCreditCards.com.
This is your Brain on Drugs, brought to you by TimeForRehab.com. A man was arrested and found with 35 pounds of marijuana in his car. Wow, that's a lot of marijuana. They approached a vehicle. 23-year-old Zaying He of Ohio was driving a white Toyota Camry rental car. When they were speaking with him, they noticed the smell of marijuana. He explained to the trooper who was writing up the citation that he was returning from a music festival. Okay. And yeah, I was smoking marijuana when I was there, but I didn't smoke at all once I left there. And then they said, anyway, they were able to search the vehicle. I'm not exactly sure. They obtained a search warrant. In the trunk, 35 zip bags, each with a pound of marijuana.
Okay.
He told police that a man had given him a bag to take to Ohio. The bag was already in the car. He didn't know that's what was in it. Yeah, sure. Anyway, $50,000 bail, gets to sit in jail until the 22nd of September. That's when the hearing will be. So it's a bad idea. That's what happens when your brain is on drugs.
John and Heidi.
Now, big screen, little screen, brought to you by ChannelSurferTV.com. Vin Diesel is feeling very emotional before making Fast and Furious 10, which will be a part of the franchise 2-part finale. So, wrapping that thing up. A lot of folks have seen a lot of those cars getting really fast and really furious.
I've never gotten into any of that.
Yeah. Disney's preparing to offer 4 tiers of higher-priced annual passes to their theme parks. So they're coming up
Which
with
gives you what?
different prices would give you different things.
Uh-huh.
And Leatherface will be revving up his chainsaw exclusively on Netflix, as the streaming giant has secured the global rights to the next installment of the long-awaited Texas Chainsaw Massacre horror movie series. And Paranormal Activity will debut on Paramount Plus over the Halloween season. So Paranormal Activity 7 is what they're up to.
Oh, geez.
I didn't even know.
I didn't know there was more than 2.
I remember the first one, and then apparently there was...
I knew there were 2.
others.
I didn't know there was more after that.
Yeah, big screen, little screen, brought to you by ChannelSurferTV.com.
At WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com, we help you get ready for all the fun holidays throughout the year with fun, silly, and just plain weird gift ideas for your friends. If you have a friend who has a bizarre sense of humor, we've got a gift for them. WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com posts a link to something that will make you smile each and every day. Whether you buy these weird gifts or not, it's worth checking out just for a smile. WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com. That's WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com.
Now your scoop of the day comes your way, courtesy of BetterCreditCards.com. A senior citizen in Germany robbed a bank so he would no longer have to live with his wife. Wow.
Did we?
No,
or is this a new guy?
It's a different guy. Because we talked about one where a guy robbed a bank and he stood there and waited, and then the judge gave him house arrest.
Yeah, that's right. Because
So,
he was trying to get.
Yeah,
Yep.
we'll see if that's what happens here. A Detroit doctor has gone viral on TikTok for telling us not to sleep in the nude. He says your undies keep particles from spreading in the bed. So he's saying,
Really?
keep your britches on. A study finds we spend 100 of our days of our life trying to figure out what shows to watch on TV or what movies to watch. 100 days. That seems like a lot.
That does seem like an awful lot.
I just dive into something and then I'm too
You
stubborn
do,
to stop watching.
but you know what?
Heidi's
Maybe
like,
you
"Are
should
you
take a little
seriously-
more time.
You're gonna watch the rest of this? I'm like, I'm in now. She's like, what is it even about? I'm like,
Oh
I
my
don't even
gosh.
know, but I can't
You
stop
have
watching.
the
'cause
worst
I'm in.
taste in
I've seen some really
movies.
bad ones lately.
Really bad.
Really not so good. According to research, humans have had the metabolism to process alcohol successfully for the last 10 million years. I've got a list of people I don't know I would agree with that. Some of these people not doing so hot on that list. The world's population will hit 8 billion by the end of the year 2026. So a whole lot more people on the way. 8 billion is the number we're going to hit by 2026. Study found that an ancient species of ape stood 10 feet tall. That's a tall ape.
That's a very tall ape.
And Australian Daniel Scally is the world's best male abdominal planker.
Is that a thing?
It is. Setting a new world record of 9 hours and 30 minutes. That's more than 1 hour
new
longer than the
state
previous
record.
planker. So if you've always wanted to be a pretty good planker, that's the number to
You're a
beat.
pretty good planker.
Hey, plankers everywhere. Now you know now you know the time
Oh,
to beat. I'm going to just
goodness.
move on. Thanks for listening to the John and Heidi Show.
Early to bed, early to rise makes you healthy, wealthy, and wise. This is a great quote from Benjamin Franklin. At InsuranceChicken.com, we know a thing or two about great quotes. We help people get great insurance quotes every day. It's super simple and free to find out if we can make you healthy, wealthy, and wise. Okay, I can't guarantee that, but I can assure you we'd love to help at InsuranceChicken.com. We want to help you peck out great deals on insurance. That's InsuranceChicken.com.
Thanks for listening to the John and Heidi Show. Super excited to visit with our guest today, Joshua Christian Azali, and he's a model and he's an actor, and chatting with him right now in Los Angeles. How you doing, sir?
Dude, I'm doing great. Thank you for having me on here, John.
Absolutely. I'm excited to visit with you. You are a friend of a friend, and when we were chatting, he was saying, hey, you do interviews with all kinds of fun people. You need to talk to Joshua. This guy's an up-and-coming dude, and he said, someday you're going to be able to look back and say, I talked to him at the very beginning of his career, and I'm on your page right now and kind of checking out some stuff here, and I think he's right. Now, you've been a model for how long? Let's start there.
So it was something I started to do since, we had a lot of slow things going on in the past year because of, COVID. And it was just something I just was submitting myself. But mainly, I do my acting, which is, I come from a theater school, which is 4 years. And my modeling sort of thing, I could say I've been doing it for about a year now. It's been a great experience and amazing so far.
Yeah, and what do you like? Do you like modeling more or acting more or just a little bit of both?
I like acting more for sure. My heart will always be in theater. And I think modeling is something I could just add to my repertoire. And it's something I like to be exploring. I mean, just walk around, look good, really.
There you go. And that's kind of cool. That's a nice thing to be able to do that. Now, you are certainly, absolutely not new to the stage because you've done a lot of acting on stage. But as far as like that big breakout film, you haven't quite had that yet. But what would you say is the genre that you would like to be in? Would it comedy, like action, a horror film? What area would you like to be working in?
I'd love to be in dramatic, of course. But then for a fun side, I'd love to do action and even comedy. And romance. It's more of those are the fun ones. But the main one I really want to be in is dramatic and creative and just being the character on there, and just sort of portraying and telling the audience that this is how he's living his life. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. And is there somebody that you look to for inspiration, somebody that's maybe already been there, already done that you go, boy, I would really like to follow in the footsteps of that guy?
Oh, definitely. Willie Dafoe, definitely. He's a very versatile actor, and he's been playing a lot of characters that are very creative and have depth behind me. Do you know Willem Dafoe?
Absolutely, and he's a very interesting guy because every time he takes a role, every character is so different, but he really makes that character, doesn't he? Yes.
It's sort of in a sense that he's not usually the action character. He's not usually the comedy character. It's always been a broad aspect that he is essentially an actor. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. Now, you are on all the social medias. Is there one that you post to the most for people who are going, hey, I'd like to follow this guy?
So I suppose Instagram is for me, but it's more geared towards modeling. But if you want to see how I look like, it's a j.c.azali, just my first initials and my last name. It's more for a modeling part, but I think if I were to get more acting and theater stuff, I'll post there too. But that's usually the main thing I use for now.
J.C.Azali, Azali, and that's on Instagram. And again, for folks that want to follow you on there, that you'll have your if you have a project coming out, you'll certainly push it through there, wouldn't you?
Yes, of course. I do have an IMDb also, and I have a website that's going to be coming, but it's not live yet. It's just my full name, joshuachristianazali.com, and that'll be up and running soon.
Very, very cool. Joshua, I appreciate you taking the time to chat. Do you have some projects that are kind of in the works or some things that we can talk about? I know how it works in Hollywood. There's some things you're working on that you can't quite talk about those yet, but do you have some that you can talk about?
For now, I do have something coming up. It's a little, I don't think I could actually disclose it, but I'm just waiting for it for a response. But other than that, nothing too broad that I could say, but other than the modeling thing that I have today. And
you were telling me a little bit about like a little webisode thing that you were doing. Where would we find that? Would we find that through your Instagram?
Oh, yes. It's a web series that is coming out soon. It's coming maybe in the next week or two. It's called Asian Men, Black Women. It's about dating for the life of an Asian man and black woman nationally. And it's it'll be on YouTube, of course.
Very, very cool. Well, we'll throw a link to that and also to your page and all your stuff. Joshua, thanks for the time, man. I appreciate it a bunch.
Yeah, no problem. Thanks for having me on here, John.
Absolutely. Joshua Christian Azali. And again, if you want to follow him on Instagram, try that again. If you want to follow him on Instagram, it's J.C.Azali. That's Azali. I'll throw a link to that in the show notes for today at johnandheidishow.com.
Addiction. It's not a pretty thing. Addiction can lead to many problems in your life. Addiction can drive away those who love you the most. And addiction can lead to the loss of jobs, relationships, and even your life. Don't let addiction tear your life apart anymore. Get the help you need to defeat addiction and put the pieces back together in your life. Learn more at timeforrehab.com. They want to help. Timeforrehab.com. That's timeforrehab.com.
Fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
Shaquille O'Neal wears a size 22 shoe.
I believe
a big shoe.
That's a very big shoe.
He's a big guy. Very big guy. Again, Shaquille O'Neal wears size 22 shoes. And I don't think you can just go in and get those at a regular place. You probably got to order those special.
Yeah, those are probably special ordered, yeah.
So there you go. Now you know. Thanks for listening to the John and Heidi Show.
Do you have a credit card? We'd like to help you get a better credit card. If you don't have any credit cards, we'd like to help you too. At bettercreditcards.com, we have credit cards that offer different things for different people. Some cards offer points. Some cards are designed to help you build your credit. Bettercreditcards.com wants to help you get a better credit card, no matter what you're looking for. See if we can help you find a better credit card at bettercreditcards.com. That's bettercreditcards.com.
Now, RadioTravelGroup.com presents a news headline from somewhere in this world. Dateline England. The United Kingdom has swapped its vaccine passport so people no longer need them while trying to get into nightclubs. They've also eliminated the vaccine passport at the movies. So it was causing issues where people were not going out and they're like, you know what? Go ahead. Go out. So they changed their mind.
How necessary are they really?
I don't know. Well, I guess they're going to find out in England. I've got a link to the story if you want to read all the details. That is in the show notes for today at johnandheidishow.com.
At WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com, we help you get ready for all the fun holidays throughout the year with fun, silly, and just plain weird gift ideas for your friends. If you have a friend who has a bizarre sense of humor, we've got a gift for them. WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com posts a link to something that will make you smile each and every day. Whether you buy these weird gifts or not, it's worth checking out just for a smile. WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com. That's WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com.
Now some weird news brought to you by WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com. Altoona police in Pennsylvania say a woman was waiting at an apartment for officers to respond, and she admitted to stabbing somebody that lived there after they argued over how loud she was being. Shannon Erb, charged with attempted criminal homicide, 2 counts of aggravated assault, and recklessly endangering another person, after police say the victim suffered wounds to their neck and chest. What in the world? 4:47 a.m. is when they called, by the way. Standing there waiting for officers to arrive. And she said, I stabbed the victim.
Yeah, I did it.
Police
what you gonna do?
They located a 15-inch knife. Holy cow. They believe that was used in the stabbing. She went to jail with a $500,000 cash bail. There's nothing funny about that. Holy cow. I wonder if there was alcohol involved. It does not say that, but 4:47 a.m.?
Yeah, it doesn't sound like a sober thing.
Got to be something going on. That's weird news brought to you by WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com.
John and Heidi.
Time now for your moment of duh, brought to you by BetterResultsAdvertising.com. A 46-year-old woman threatened to have a bomb in her luggage
Okay.
if she couldn't board a flight to Fort Lauderdale.
Really bad idea.
She got there to the gate late, about 8:45. Passengers were evacuated from the plane, which had been taxiing on the runway, because she's like, I need to get on that plane. They go, you can't get on the plane. She goes, oh, that's too bad, because I got a bomb on my bag that's on that plane.
Such a bad idea. I don't know what she thought was going to happen there, but...
Did she think they were going to stop the plane and say, okay, we'll let you get on now?
Go ahead.
No, that's not what
your
happened.
bomb.
Nothing on the plane for real. She got to go to jail. $10,000 bond set.
That doesn't seem like enough to me.
No, it does not. Has to undergo a mental health evaluation. They say she had malicious intent when she made the bomb threat.
Of course she did.
It's a terrible idea. Do not do that. It's today's moment of duh.
Early to bed, early to rise makes you healthy, wealthy, and wise. This is a great quote from Benjamin Franklin. At InsuranceChicken.com, we know a thing or two about great quotes. We help people get great insurance quotes every day. It's super simple and free to find out if we can make you healthy, wealthy, and wise. Okay, I can't guarantee that, but I can assure you we'd love to help at InsuranceChicken.com. We want to help you pack out great deals on insurance. That's InsuranceChicken.com.
Time now for Is It a Golf Course or Is It a Rehab Center? Brought to you by TimeForRehab.com. I'm excited for this one. Heidi, tell me, San Dimas Canyon, San Dimas, California.
San Dimas,
Is it
California.
a golf course or is it a rehab center?
It's a canyon.
San Dimas Canyon.
Oh,
like Bill and
man,
Ted's
I don't
want to
get this wrong.
What do you think? What's the thing on top of your head? What would you say?
San Dimas Canyon, I'm going to say it's a golf course.
And the answer is golf course.
Nice. I did not want to get that one wrong at all.
That was a good one. That, by the way, is where Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventures,
were.
or as I like to put it, the original TED Talk It was most excellent.
It really was. It was most excellent.
That is how we play. Is it a golf course or is it a rehab center? Brought to you by timeforrehab.com.
John and Heidi.
This portion of the John and Heidi Show is brought to you by the John and Heidi Show. That sounds kind of funny, but it's true. Go to your local radio station and ask them to start carrying the John and Heidi Show. Here's the best part. They can carry the show for free. They play a couple commercials, but it doesn't cost them anything every month. So if you know a radio station that could use a little bit of help, send them our way. Send them to johnandheidishow.com. Again, johnandheidishow.com. We would love to do a radio program in your community. Then you could listen to the podcast and listen to us on the radio.
John and Heidi.
We always like to wrap things up around here with good news, and I think this is good news. It comes your way courtesy of bettercreditcards.com. I like this. Single mother working multiple jobs is now braiding kids' hair for free to help other struggling parents.
Oh, cute.
A former homeless woman, Brittany Starks, knows what it's like to struggle. Now, she's braiding children's hair for free in an effort to help other parents who are struggling. She's a single mother working 2 jobs, or it says multiple jobs, so maybe it's more than 2. Her life has not been easy. In the last few years, she's even been homeless at one point, suffered from severe depression, had to care for sick children, was almost killed in a car accident. I mean, a lot of stuff. It was during that accident, she says, that aroused her a desire inside of her to spread kindness in all the ways that she could. First, she became focused on taking every opportunity that she had to help those in need. Back in August, she offered free hair braiding services to the community, posted that online. Anyone know a single parent who cannot afford to get their child's hair done for school? I will braid it for free.
Aww.
Over 30 kids were helped. Does anyone have space for all these braiders can use? Due to the amount of children and braiders, there's not enough space. So more people stepped up to help out as well. She said, I thought I was going to be like 7 kids, but I had 35. Her inbox was flooded. Requests for appointments started coming in for 2 weeks straight. Said, I wanted to do something for parents like me who have money, whose money goes to feeding their children and making sure they have a roof over their head. I was not expecting this big of a reaction. I thought maybe 5 kids, but I didn't realize how huge the need was. The plan is to hopefully help do this once a month for people in her area. So this is something she wants to do as an ongoing thing.
It's very kind.
It really is. That's a neat thing. And I've got a link to the story in the show notes for today at johnandheidishow.com. Time to say goodbye, Heidi.
Goodbye, Heidi.
Goodbye, everybody. Have a great day. Thanks for listening to The John and Heidi Show.